Hi there, my name is Thomas, and if you're watching this video, someone that you care about that likes cars probably sent you this. Now if you're a car guy or girl watching this for the first time and you also find it difficult to explain to loved ones what you want for the holidays, make sure you send them this video once you're done watching. Now we're going to be covering a lot of products in this video in different price categories, so if you want to jump ahead to a certain price category, you can go down in the description and click on the one that you want to watch. So let's go ahead and jump right into the holiday gift guide for your FRS BRZ or 86. First, we're starting with stocking stuffers under $25, but not all these things are actually gonna fit in a stocking. But we've got a bunch of automotive apparel, from hat shirts and hoodies like this Hachiroku sweater I'm wearing from What Monsters Do. And Hachiroku is the old nickname for the original AE86, Hachi meaning 8 and Roku meaning 6, and it's written in katakana up front, and in the rear it's written in big jersey numbers. But if you want a really fun gift, we've got drift buttons that come in an assortment of color, and this replaces the button on your e-brake, so you can rip up the e-brake as many times as you want without it getting locked in the park position, and this allows you to rip out some pretty cool snow drifts. We also have the OBD2 Bluetooth adapter that plugs into your OBD2 port on your car and sends a Bluetooth signal to your Android device running the Torx apps. And from here you can look at all your engine's parameters and monitor those, and you can also look at diagnostic tools that clear check engine lights. But if you want something that'll make the car look a little bit better, we've got some emblems. We've got the STI badge, and we've got these TS badges, one for the trunk, one for the fender, and these TS badges only came on special cars overseas in Japan. But we also have some OLM lighting upgrades for the vanity light, the dome light, and the license plate light. And this gets rid of that orange light, and these are much brighter, and they have a nice white light to them. Now, if you have a loved one that changes their own oil a lot, you should definitely get them a Fumoto oil drain valve. This replaces the drain plug with a valve, so now when you want to change your oil, all you have to do is open up that valve. This makes oil changes a lot easier. But if you're looking for some affordable gifts on the funnier side, we've got Chemical Guy's Stripper Scent. Now this is an air freshener and odor eliminator, but it smells like stripper. This would be great if you just want to get a good laugh, or you got a company party and you want to bring something funny. And then for you Subaru owners, we got some Subaru only parking signs as well as a Subaru Drive street sign. Now for gifts under the $50 mark, we first got Perrin's tire pressure gauge. This is a great thing to have if you go to the track or autocross, and every time I've been to the track, I've either borrowed somebody else's or somebody has borrowed mine, so if you already have one, it's a good idea to pick up a second. If you want people to get out of your way as soon as you honk on the horn, then the Hella Supertone horn kit is definitely a great pick under 50 bucks. This is actually surprisingly loud, and it's a pretty common upgrade, and these are available in a large selection of colors. Now if you're looking for a shift knob under 50 bucks, here are two of my favorites. Now they're from a company called Illuminati, and yes, these are made out of aluminum, and this first one is called the Big Ball. Now this weighs almost a pound, I think it's 0.8 pounds, and that extra weight is gonna help you carry the momentum into the next gear when you're shifting. Now the other version is called the Small Ball, and it's a lot smaller, but I prefer this over the Big Ball because how well it fits in my hand. And if you have an automatic transmission, don't worry, we still have something for you. We have these flappy pedal shifter extensions that use a set screw to bolt onto the back of your shifters behind the steering wheel, and they give you much more surface area to shift, and you get a nice weight and feel of the metal shifters. Now these do come in a variety of different colors as well as carbon fiber, and this is a great way to upgrade your automatic transmission shifters. Now in this price category, there aren't a ton of exterior modifications that'll totally change the look of the car, but there is one that stands out, and that is the side markers. Now here we already have the Helix side marker installed. This is the smoked version, but from the factory they come with this really hideous orange version that totally disrupts the clean lines of the fenders. Now if you don't already have one in this car or the car that you're buying for this holidays, this is definitely a must-have. Now once we jump into the $150 mark, we get a lot more useful products, starting with the Cusco Jack Assist Ramp Kit. Now this is incredibly useful for lowered cars when it's really hard to get a jack underneath the car when it's lowered. You can put this, drive your car on top of it, and now you got a bunch of room to jack your car up with. On my personal vehicles that are lowered, it's a pain in the butt, and I usually have to put a bunch of 2x4s underneath the wheels to get the jack to fit under, but one of these, it makes it incredibly easy, and once you're done, it just comes out in two pieces, and you can store this away very easily. Another helpful product is the OLM Jump Starter Pack, and this is especially helpful in the colder months when your battery doesn't output as many amps. Now this has a 6,000 milliamp battery inside, and this can be used to charge your phone, or it can jumpstart a completely dead battery multiple times. So this is a very helpful tool to have in your car, especially this winter. Another must-have for the winter months are WeatherTech floor mats, and these are laser measured to specifically fit the FRS BRZ in 8.6, and they fit so well it's almost as if they came from the factory. Now these do a phenomenal job at protecting your floor, and that could potentially lead to a higher resale value, but once these things do get dirty, all you have to do is take them out and you can rinse them off. Now to keep the exterior of your car clean, we've put together a Chemical Guys washing kit that has everything you need to keep your car clean. Now the kit comes with a foam blaster gun and Honeydew Snow Foam auto wash. You get 2 heavy duty detailing buckets with a Cyclone grit guard and a microfiber scratch free wash mitt. And when you're done washing and you need to dry, they include a Mammoth microfiber drying towel and afterwash, which does a lot in preventing watermarks on your paint when you're drying. At the $150 mark and below, we have some solid options for the exterior, starting with these fender inserts from Intech that have the integrated turn signals. We also have Parent's front license plate relocation kit, and we also have GCS's 4th brake light that's available in clear as well as smoked. Now once we get into the $350 mark, things get a lot cooler and more exciting. Now my first pick is going to be Parent's cold air intake, and this is CARB certified, so it's going to pass all the California emissions rules, and this is designed to maintain the proper air fuel ratio in your 8.6 or BRZ or FRS. However, this doesn't necessarily bolt straight up to a 2017 with a manual transmission because it has a revised intake system, but if you include the optional intake inlet hose, it will fit just fine. There are also some really nice lighting modifications in this price range. My first pick is going to be the Valenti taillights. Now these are a full plug-and play taillight system, and they're full sequential and LED, and they totally transform the rear end of your car. Now my second lighting pick is going to be fog lights, and if your car never came with fog lights from the factory, you can easily add one with one of these kits, or if you already have fog lights on your car, you can upgrade them to something like the OLM Corona fog light kit. Lowering springs are also a great option here, and the ones that I would recommend are the RCE yellow springs, and these give you a modest 20mm drop, but the spring rates aren't stiff enough that you can't drive them on the street every day. If you are looking for a spring rate that's a little bit higher, then go with the RCE Tarmax, because you get about a 50 inch-pound increase in the spring rates there. But if you're looking for something a bit ridiculous for the holidays, you'll definitely want to check out our hater pipe. Now this sticks straight out of your hood and it bolts to the end of the exhaust manifold, and this is a straight through, straight out of the hood exhaust system. Now we designed this for race applications for the drifters, the drag racers, and the guys spending the weekends at the track, and honestly you don't have to cut a hole through your hood just to use this. You could just take your hood off for the race weekend, but there are some people that do run this on the street, and if you want to do that, by all means go for it. Now if you can spend a little bit more and get into the $500 price range, this is where stuff gets really awesome. Now this first one is the Open Flash tablet, and this is about the equivalent to a new Xbox or PlayStation to a car enthusiast. And if you modify your engine with a unequal length header, or you want to run E85, you can do that all with this tuner. Now this price category opens up some carbon fiber wing options. This is the SARD wing that's installed on our 8.6, and this is a very popular wing option, but if this doesn't do it for you, we also have carbon fiber duckbills. Next up, we have a coilover system, and normally you can't get a full coilover system in this $500 price range, but the Tane Basis Z's is the most inexpensive way to get adjustable ride height on your car, but they don't sacrifice on quality or performance. Now for the interior, we have an OEM fit steering wheel, and unlike most aftermarket steering wheels, this one actually retains the airbag. It has really thick leather on the sides, and both the top and bottom are covered in carbon fiber, and it's all held together with nice accented red stitching. And the last part for this video is the IRP short shifter, and this is a shifter that reduces shift throws by 60%, and you get a really notchy bolt action rifle feel. This is definitely straight out of a race car, and it is a lot of fun to use. Well, that wraps it up for this year's holiday gift guide. Make sure you share this with your friends and family, so hopefully you end up with some car parts this holiday season. If you have any questions at all, feel free to send us an email or give us a call. And all the products I talked about in this video are going to be linked down in the description, or you can head directly to our website by clicking right here. I hope each and every one of you have a great holiday season. This is Thomas, and I'll see you guys in the next video. when your battery doesn't put out as much, battery doesn't output as many battery doesn't output as many amperages. Darn it.